There we go. A little better. I think now we can hear each other. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's the real deal start of the real deal crypto NFT season. Man, here we go. The first full week of 2025. And again, the start of the main, can we say the main story, the main crypto run? Man, it certainly feels like that's starting just today. Look, I think everybody's heading back to work. The kids are back to school, getting locked into the new year. And it's getting locked into this new crypto season. Boy, oh boy, it's going to get spicy fast. And it is starting this morning. My goodness, boys, I can't wait. Christian Jensen, good morning. First, nailed it. Cardboard Culture, good morning. Murray, good morning. Cosmos, GMs, Barry, GMs. Gravity, G Monday. You know what? When it's Mondays like this, when we're here in crypto, these Mondays, I look forward to them. I look forward to seeing like what's going on in the market, who's doing what. Did Michael Saylor buy more crypto? Spoiler, yeah, he sure did. He sure did. Yeah, it's exciting times. Man, there's a lot of exciting times ahead of us, so make sure you're subscribed here. Make sure you're following along. It's SlamX Official on YouTube. Crypto Slam IO over on X, sorry. Just juggling a few things here. Man, a reminder to make sure you're following the bull. Can I... Look, Randy, you guys have met Randy on the show. I don't think he's watching. Dude's a little busy, so I can probably drop little spoilers without him ever knowing. At least for now. At least for now, he's not going to find out. Down the road, it'll be too big to not hear. But yeah, make sure you're following the bull. This guy's got some upgrades coming that I think, this is my opinion. It's nobody else's opinion. My opinion is he's about to be on the radar of everyone. Everyone who's into AI. Everyone who's into these AI agents. They're about to take notice of the bull. Get your head start. Give him a follow. If you're not aware, man, you can tweet at the bull. He's going to reply back to you and ask you some trivia. You answer his trivia, he's going to send you some bull tokens. It's a base coin for free. Pretty damn cool. You might want to get ahead of the rest here. All right, again, make sure you're following us at CryptoSlam. It's CryptoSlam.io over on X. Dead, good morning, man. Dead, I think it's that time of the season where you don't sleep, right? Or your sleep schedule is different? Because I'm starting to notice you popping up here in the chat more and more, and it's early. I kind of expect you're like, I don't know, like late night degen, and I don't know how you're still up other than I think it's like go time. I think it's like not much sleep time, I think. And then also, guys, Galaxy Quest. There is a Galaxy Quest going on right now. It's on the Galaxy site, app.galaxy.com. It's GALXE. And you'll find a SlamNet quest right now leading up to something kind of interesting. Oh, it looks like TGE. All right, some of you have gotten exposure involved in this ecosystem already via other methods. NFT drops, your .slam domains, the old Zeely quest, right? So maybe you think you're covered, and you might be. You might be. But a heads up for anybody who has not gotten in here yet, you probably want to. So again, head to Galaxy, participate in that quest in a special GM to people who are new to the show from Galaxy. We've got quite a few. So great to see you. Welcome aboard. Get on the Galaxy Quest while it's live. A couple more weeks, I think. So check that out. Get involved. Should be fun. And get ready. Okay, Dead. Normal sleep schedule for now. This guy is a degen of degens. And like, I pay attention to what Dead does. I pay attention to his trades. Sorry to put you out there like that, Dead. I pay attention to his trades. And I pay attention to what he's doing and what he's looking at. So if Dead's awake, you should be too. All right, so getting ready for this run. I hope you've been doing it. Now's the time to lock in. I'll tell you what, other people are doing it. They're absolutely doing it. The Pengu token, you guys know Pudgy penguins are going to be a main character of this season here. They already have been. They're about to be in a much bigger way. Undeniable at this point. And you see, leading up to this new chapter in the Pudgy Penguins story, their Pengu token is absolutely cooking this morning, guys. A brand new all-time high. This tweet, old enough now where it's not right. It's not the 58th spot. It is cracked into the top 50 tokens. Talking about the Pengu token. Now a top 50 crypto in the world. Pretty incredible here. Pretty freaking incredible here. Pengu cooking. Here's a look at Pengu. Over 4 billion FTV. It's a $2.8 billion market cap. I think we're looking at, I think very easily a $5 billion token. I think we're maybe looking at a $10 billion token. That's what I think we're looking at here. Potentially a $10 billion token, something that rivals Pepe. Something that really, in my opinion, again, I think can be on par with, let's say, Sheeb. That's my predictions. I think we're looking at a Sheeb level token here. At some point in the future, it's not tomorrow, but it's a special coin. If I zoom out, that's a pretty damn bullish looking chart, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you say that's pretty spicy looking? Be smart here. Not financial advice, by the way. Let me be very clear. Not financial advice, but you don't see that every day. Again, this is leading us into the abstract chain launch, which is coming in, what, 2 weeks? Ballpark, it might be 10-ish days at this point. I don't think we have an official launch date for abstract chain yet, but it's coming. It's coming really soon. In preparation for that, you guys have seen this already, but it's a reminder to get prepared like you're seeing other people doing, buying up the Pengu token, securing their roles in the Pudgy Penguins Discord at least. As far as I've seen, there's no role in the abstract Discord for Pengu holders, and I might say yet, but in the Pudgy Penguin Discord, 250,000 Pengu gets you the Pengu Enjoyer role. 888,888 Pengu gets you the Pengu Holder role. And it might be smart to look at it as Mythical's laying out here. These two roles, the equivalent of a little Pudgy and the big boy Pudgy. And if we talk about their allocations they got for the Pudgy Penguin drop, little Pudgy's got around $10,000 to $12,000 worth of the token, and the big Pudgy's got around $100,000 worth. Okay, look, we're not going to see an exact repeat of what happened with Pengu Pudgy Penguins, but we might. We don't know for sure. We don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm certainly preparing for it. Aka or AKA? Yeah, I don't know. Scout, I like all these coins, these agents that trade, because I think when we start looking, we're going to get into AI today, probably heavy focused AI show again. God damn, I'm bullish. Yeah, maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know, but I'm pretty damn bullish on AI. Look, there's so many AI agents already. You need something that separates you from the rest, or that separates you from being known as just an agent that tweets, right? Just something out there chit-chatting away. Hang on, let me retweet this show. I totally forgot. Hang on, let me drop a link here. Actually, I was going to say you don't have to retweet. You do, though. You absolutely do have to retweet. You have to. Boom. Throw a little love on it. Throw a like on it. Drop a comment in there, too. I want to hear your price predictions for Pengu. Give me the market cap. How high do you think Pengu goes? I told you mine. I think Pengu's a $10 billion coin. And it's why I'm playing Pengu. It's that simple. I think it's a $10 billion coin. Oh, and by the way, you're probably getting an ABS drop. I'm playing both sides of that. I think I'm getting a big old ABS stimmy, and I think Pengu's got a 3 or 4x in it still. But Scout, I like those tokens. I like those agents that trade. You just need something that makes you not like the rest. Something that's like proof of work. It shows you can do something. You're not just out here tweeting on X. Your agent does something. I like Scout. I like Naval. Naval's trading Polymarket, or will be. I like all those agents that can actually do something. Then a potential to maybe make you some money, right? Pretty cool. Anyway, prepare for this. However you want, man. However you want, but prepare for the biggest blockchain to launch in probably years to come here shortly. Pengu holders probably going to get a little benefit there. All right. Today, actually a special day in the Pudgy Penguins ecosystem. Honestly, this might be the most important day, period, for Pudgies. And they've had a whole bunch of milestones. From hiring Luca Nets to getting their toys in stores, right? Their Pudgy toys in Walmarts and Toys R Us. And it's a Walgreens, pretty incredible thing. None of that would have happened without a move 3 years ago today when the Pudgy Penguins community gave their old original founder Cole the boot. If you're new here and you might not be aware, yes, Pudgy Penguins were run by somebody entirely different. It's Cole. Did not have a great reputation. I think he had a little bit of the scammer talk around him, and I don't think he's a scammer. I'm not sure. I don't know. Actually, I'm not going to say he's not. I think that was part of the conversation. At the very least, was not somebody who should be leading a brand who is ambitious. At that time, nobody knew how ambitious brands should be. You saw the Bored Apes. That was your North Star. But the community knew at that point it wasn't Cole that would get him there. And I do think there were some more shady dealings behind the scenes. The community voted to boot Cole, their founder, from the Pudgy Penguins team. This is before Luca Netz was in the conversation. CTO. And without that, Luca Netz wouldn't have been in the Pudgy Penguins. Without that, Pudgy Penguin toys would not have been in stores, would not be launching their own blockchain, would not be dropping tokens. And whatever's to come still, a game on Mythos chain, on Mythical chain, and a game on, look, I think it's on Abstract, actually, the Pudgy World game. I feel confident saying that wouldn't happen. It wouldn't exist. This story, the Pudgy Penguins would probably be dead right now. This, the single most important thing to happen in their history, period, ever. Incredible what can happen. Incredible what can happen. You never know what might feel bad, what it could actually turn into down the road. Pretty awesome thing. So today, a special day for those Pudgy Penguins. Again, those Pudgies who are getting ready for the biggest L2 to launch ever. Maybe. I know we got base out there, but maybe. Abstract something special. All right. So you got people getting ready in the Pengu ecosystem. You got people getting ready in crypto and AI in a way people didn't even fathom. A couple weeks ago, hey, some people even a couple days ago. But the meta shifted here in October, November. The meta shifted. Everything about crypto shifted. When the AI agents were born, you can thank Truth Terminal for that. Yeah, you thank Truth Terminal for that. Because without GOAT, look, is what's happening now inevitable? This AI agent meta, inevitable? Maybe to some degree it was bound to happen. It's a matter of who was first. And that was GOAT. That was Truth Terminal. And at this point here, sectors across crypto, there's nothing bigger than AI. 70% mindshare yesterday, destroying memes and DeFi and GameFi. Look, there's nothing that comes close. There's nothing that comes close. It's the AI cycle. And so 70% of people out here who are looking at crypto, man, they're getting ready. You've seen them getting ready in token prices. You've seen them getting ready by the conversation on X. You see it right in your face in mindshare. 70%. And this is, I believe this, leading to the biggest expansion in crypto history, period. The most accessible crypto product we've had yet, because it's not crypto focused. It happens to use crypto. It's an amazing use case for crypto, right? Powering, funding these AI agents. But it is not a crypto product, guys. AI is a product all on its own in any sector. Tying in AI, man, we're going to talk about that more today. AI will be everywhere. Its little digital fingers entwined in everything. And I'll tell you, man, if you launch with a crypto too, you can launch your agents without crypto. You don't need it. But man, you're that much better if you have it. And hey, you want to get paid too? You probably want to get in the crypto part of it. I do think the biggest expansion in crypto history, I do think it's happening. I do. I think this is going to blow away every cycle we've seen before because AI is going to pull so many people in who want to invest in AI, who are crypto curious. They started skeptics. They realized crypto isn't going away. They realized it. Conversation changed out there. The political climate has changed. Regulations are coming, like fair, hopefully friendly regulations are coming, man. And now people probably have some confidence to invest in crypto through AI. It's going to get really spicy out there. Now, we might see some really cool AI projects today. Doesn't mean they'll dabble on the crypto side. They just might. But CES 2025 kicks off this week, guys. Big tech conference shows off some really cutting-edge stuff, man. You guys probably remember last year, remember the clear LED TV? Do you remember that? That was like what you see really wild, innovative stuff here. And we saw that Bunny AI device last year, too. Total scam. Or a garbage product at the very least, but we will almost certainly see some cutting-edge AI things introduced today. And if they aren't tied to crypto, at least let your mind wander of what it would look like with crypto tied in. Speculate about the value of it and what that would mean if it had a crypto and if you held that crypto. It's going to be a fun week here. So CES 2025, we'll be checking into that. I'm a tech nerd, so I'm pretty darn excited about that. But I am expecting some things in the AI front. We'll see. All right, now we're also getting ready more on the macro level. People are getting ready for Bitcoin to do something special. And it is that time. Again, the first full week of 2025, people are locked in. It's time to focus. It's time to get serious and start buying up some sweet Bitcoins. Man, Michael Saylor's back to buying. This is his ninth week in a row, I believe. 9th week straight of a Bitcoin purchase on Sunday evenings. Okay, it's getting to the point where it's less and less and less each week. But Bitcoin's kind of just getting more and more expensive to a degree. But buying another 1,000 Bitcoin here, over $101 million worth of Bitcoin. The man just doesn't stop. Hey, we're going to have to peek at Naval here. Naval's looking nice. By the way, I got some Naval Alpha for you guys, too. Actually, I'll share it here. Yeah, let's just share it. I love Naval. I will keep promoting, talking about Naval. I'm not pumped. Whatever. I don't fucking care. I love Naval. Board Elon Musk has got an announcement coming this week. Actually, a few things. One, Naval is down right now. The agent down because it's getting some upgrades. So just be aware of that. You haven't seen it tweet in a few days. It's getting some upgrades. It's going to it'll be doing a much better job at tweeting, which it's definitely needed. I felt its kind of tweet game is kind of weak. Maybe not anymore. And they're getting ready to announce it's not a Naval project, but Naval has a tie-in. There's a new DAO coming on DAO.fun. Okay, so new DAO coming with, I believe, Naval, or at least Board Elon Musk as a member of that DAO, a founder of that DAO, and some other big names. He teased some really, really, really big names. My head starts going to Shaw, that level of character, maybe bigger. And Naval holders are going to get first dibs buying into that DAO. So a heads up that that's coming this week. Doesn't directly impact Naval, but as a holder, you get first dibs, especially the whale holders, to buying into that agent. Mike, I had a conversation with a little small group chat this morning about Naval. Like, they know I don't shut up about it because I think it's an easy play. But I think I finally won a couple people over. It's just an easy thesis. It's tiny market cap, 3 mil market cap, very good dev, solid product. I don't think the product is game-changing, but it's a solid product, and I think anything solid should be at 30, 50 mil in this market. Overvalued, but in this market, it's not. That's, I think, a pretty standard value to something that actually is competent, that actually does something. Trades polymarket, going to live in metaverses. Those connections that board has. To me, at 3 mil market cap, it's an incredibly easy play. Keep winning people over. Anyway, distracted as I do when I see Naval conversations. Michael Saylor buying more Bitcoin. A bunch of people making bets on Bitcoin here. This is exciting here, guys. Options. There's a bunch of options out there right now that are being purchased at 100K and 120K strike prices. Okay? This is people betting on Bitcoin after Trump's inauguration here in, in 2 weeks, guys. 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think, or maybe it's 2 from today. Donald Trump officially in office, President of the United States of America. People betting that Bitcoin is going to be way up, way up. 100K or 120K, it means people think one of the two things here. Bitcoin's going to be over $100,000, and they have the option to buy it at 100K. Maybe Bitcoin's back to all-time high, 108,000. Maybe it's 105. Either way, you buy that 100K call option, you get it at a discount. But the fact that 120K call options are selling here too means there's a bunch of people who think Bitcoin's going to be over $120,000 here in a few weeks. It's not just us getting ready, guys. It's not just us. In fact, there's a lot more people on the outside who are not part of this world here yet that are making big, big, big bets. Big gambles on crypto. A sign of what's coming here, guys. And it makes sense. We saw the mindshare map. We saw what people are looking at. We know how much crypto matters to products like that. Add in the mindshare with the amount of money that's coming here into crypto. We'll look at the ETFs in a second because that's also a glimpse into it. But guys, FTX. We talked about this Friday. I got to show it again. The FTX stimmy, guys, that $16 billion repayment, effective as of Friday, this past Friday. This is effective live now. People who lost money on FTX are getting a big old credit back, guys. And by the way, it's a fraction of what they lost, but this is $16 billion that's going back as cash to crypto investors. Crypto investors are about to get a bit of a payday here, and quite a bit of that money, I think, rolls right back into crypto. I look at it like a stimmy for this space. I do. You look at 21, and the money printer, the official stimmy we got back then, and how much of that came back here to crypto. Man, a lot of it. This stimmy directly into the hand of crypto traders, man. Should be very excited about what's coming here. All right, now crypto, looking at the macro market, Bitcoin was hanging over 98K, down slightly in the past hour, but up 1.4% in the past 24 hours. I do think we're on our way back to over 100K. Yeah, I'm with you, Dad. I think we're right there. I think we're heading right over 100K, and we are going to reach that point where it doesn't pull back until next cycle, until bear market for a year, maybe. There's a chance we get to a level where we don't fall below 100K this cycle. It's sooner rather than later that arrives. ETH over 3,600. Solana, $217. Solana starting to make its move, outperforming the other boys. This is it, man. This is the start of the thing, the run, the cycle. This is the real deal start of the special time of the cycle. And I'll say this too, man. I think nowhere near the top. Nowhere near the top. Okay, now looking over at ETFs. Again, it's a good way to see what kind of money's coming in from more of that TradFi sector. 908 million in inflows here. Can I get a little bullish real quick? Hang on, guys. Let me just a tweet came across. And I agree with this. Is Wizard of Soho watching my show? I wouldn't be shocked if some of these guys watch. There are some things okay, to be fair, I think this is kind of an obvious point. Maybe I'm just early, and it's obvious. I think that's probably it. But I've not seen many people compare Pengu to Sheeb, and I've done that since the beginning. Wizard of Soho now saying exactly that. Prediction is Pengu flips Sheeb in the next 12 to 24 months. Exactly my prediction. Pengu's a really interesting play here, guys. Pengu's a really interesting play. We talk about mind share. AI is going to cook because mind share. People are paying attention. There's nothing in crypto people pay attention to maybe more than Pengu. I'm sorry, but it's that simple. The toys in the stores, the games that are about to come out, and I think they have some movie animation deals that are coming. I think that's coming. The brand recognition, the power of that Pudgy's are going to have. I'm sorry, I think Pengu's got a real deal chance at being the number 2 meme coin in the world, just behind Doge. What is Sheeb at? It's probably worth looking. I'm going to guess Sheeb is around 22 mil. 22 bill. I don't know. I just remember in the bear market it was like 16 to 19, and I don't know these days what it's at. It could be lower. I don't know. 14 bill. Has Sheeb actually gone? Has Sheeb gone down in this bull market? That's actually crazy. Hang on. I got to see if I was looking at volume. Sheeb has actually gone down from where it was at earlier this year. That's absolutely wild. Now, I kind of get it. All these other new meme coins, it's got the liquidity comes from somewhere, and it seems to be. I'm shocked about this, guys. I'm pretty shocked. Yeah, I was looking back here, and my goodness, yeah, this would have been about 19 bill. In that ballpark. Wow, Sheeb's actually down. So, okay, if Sheeb is at 14 bill, I absolutely think Pengu can flip it. Absolutely. But that's my prediction. Yeah, so let me see. I haven't really looked at actual price. Whatever is, let me think here. We're at 2 bill. Whatever's like 5, 6, 7x from right now. Right? So whatever that puts it at right now, I'm looking at market cap for Pengu. Pengu market cap is 2.8 bill. Let's pretend it's at 3 bill. It's hard. I want to do the right now price. 10. I'm just looking here. Pengu probably has a 7x in it. And that's going to take time. Again, 12 to 24 months. I think it has a very easy 3x in it right now. 10 bill is my short-term target. Yeah, Sheeb's interesting. Also, their devs launched that other token, right? So I think they've kind of, yeah. Sheeb makes the most sense out of any meme coin to have it like kind of cannibalized from others. Makes a lot of sense, actually. Short term, I think Pengu to 10 bill. So I think a 3x from here. And that's why I'm playing it. I think 10 bill is this cycle target. And I also know that abstract drop is coming to Pengu holders. At least sure about it. I don't know for sure. I'm pretty sure about it. So you get to double dip. So I'm playing for the ABS drop and then a 3x on my investment here. It's an interesting play, and I do think in the long term it flips She. At 14 bill, yeah. I'm sorry, I'd have trouble seeing that not happening. I would never call it a failure if that doesn't happen, but I think that'd be strange if it doesn't happen. Pudgy's got execution risk, though. It's not a pure meme coin, so it's worth considering that. All right, on the ETH side, I can't remember if we hit this, but 59 million in inflows on Friday. Solid day. And again, just to reiterate here, 908 million inflows on the Bitcoin ETFs. So really, really good day for the ETFs on Friday. And this week should be pretty spicy. Pretty darn spicy in the ETF front. Nature AC, ETF God. Cosmos, I love you, brother. You're insane. Also, maybe. Also, totally possible. But Nature AC thinking maybe we're going to see some a bunch of ETF filings this week. And wouldn't be surprised. A bunch of new Solana ETF filings, probably a Ripple filings, maybe a Doge filing. Like, won't be surprised. We'll see some weird stuff. We saw a Hedera filing December last year. And so I expect to see that. And as Nate says, like at the very least, it's great marketing. At the very least, you get your name out there a bit. So yeah, we'll keep an eye out for some ETF filings here. All right, now we're going to get to the NFT market. We're going to get much deeper into AI coming up in a minute. I want to remind people here of what's coming. I want you to get yourself in the headspace of 21-22. Up-only mode. Remember how easy it was? It's a reminder to not get caught up on specific trades, especially if you missed something or didn't time something well. Don't get stuck on it. Don't beat yourself up over it. Remember how fast and furious those opportunities come. Remember that. Especially this early in the cycle. Remember, if you missed a hot meme coin, I missed something yesterday. What was it called? Hang on. Well, the Hyperfi? Missed it. Token absolutely free, absolutely cooks. Every day there's tokens coming out that cook, and I missed a lot of them. I missed 99.9999% of them, and I don't care. You got to hit one. You hit a few. You hit some over the cycle. The opportunities come so fast and furious, and in a time where it's up only across the board. I have to say it. Remind yourself. Remind yourself to not get stuck on anything here, because that next big play, man, it could be 15 minutes from now. If you're stuck getting down on yourself about a trade here and now, man, you maybe miss the big one coming up in 10 minutes. So keep yourself in check here. All right, NFT market here. Decent day yesterday. Volume is starting to pick back up. Almost 21 mil in cross-chain sales yesterday. Sellers down, buyers down, transactions up, average sale price up. So a little busier yesterday on a Sunday. Again, people are back. They're back in. They're locking in. They're getting ready to ramp up. And trade profits, 654K yesterday. A quick look at the weekly numbers. Mirrors the prior week just about. 130 mil in sales last week. Sellers up, buyers down. Those head in the wrong direction. I think that changes. This week. Transactions down. Average sale price almost flat. Up a little bit. And then trade profits also down. New week, new year, all that good stuff. I think this week will look drastically different. Top collections move in this market. It's good looking stuff. Kat's, good to see you, man. It's great having you around. So welcome back. I have not looked at Bell's coin, although funny enough, I was thinking about Bell's coin past couple days. Yeah, Cosmos. I'm going to mention runes here coming up. Actually, something about dog. I'm getting bullish on runes again. It is at a pretty interesting sentiment low right now, which means it's a pretty good opportunity. If you believe in Magic Eden, you know I do. You have to believe in runes. You got to believe in runes. Have to. And I do. I do because I believe in Magic Eden. I don't know about dog flipping Sheeb or Pepe, though. I don't know. And it totally could. It's got the narrative. It totally could. We'll see. All right, top collections in this market here. It's Pudgy Penguins on top. 2.6 million in sales. Look at that. Buyers up. Everything up. They're followed by D-Market, Gilded Guardian Heroes, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki, LED NFT. I still think this one might be shady. I need to peek. Virtual waifus, guys, on base cooking. You're going to start noticing base collections really starting to show up in the top 10. Keep an eye on that. It's a big-time indicator. Azuki Elementals, Gilded Guardian Avatars, super rare in the top 10. Dude, love seeing that. That's awesome. Super rare in the top 10, guys. Look at this. Art. I told you there's going to be an art meta. Okay, that art meta, man, I don't think it's coming this early. I don't, but maybe. I know there will be an art meta. It's been way too long. I'm not talking about a couple big art sales. I'm not talking about these short runs we have where art does well. I'm talking about a full-blown art meta where we're not giving a shit about PFPs. It's everybody art always. It's the art cycle. We have not had that since 2022. We haven't. Again, we've had moments where there's some art stuff, some excitement, some sales. Yeah, it's happened. Some mints that do well, right? It's happened. But we have not had an art meta. We haven't in years. And I think that's about to change here. I think the culture has only gotten stronger here over the years. I think we have only grown our number of participants, people who believe in NFTs. I'm sorry, but I think people are about to lock in culture plays in a way we haven't seen either ever or at the very least in years. I think that art season is loading. And this is probably a good time to mention in case I don't get to it. You must get over on rodeo.club. I've been signed up here for it probably since day one. I have not bought a single item on Rodeo. If you are with me, guys, if you were riding with me over on FX Hash years ago, on the early days of Hicket Nunk, the early days of Object.com, if you were part of that, this is giving me those vibes, right? This is the former Foundation platform or maybe just team. New platform, rodeo.club. Guys, picture Instagram, but with art. Gives me early Tumblr vibes. People sharing art, you collect them for, man, pennies. Just incredibly cheap. Again, that's the parallel I find with Hicket Nunk. Very cheap art. This is on base, I believe. I'm pretty sure this is on base. Look, Jack Butcher all over here. Great, clean interface. Looks so familiar. It's so much like Instagram. Here's Data Velvet. Man, it's all the artists you love are already over here minting. And people are finding profits. My buddy Anthony told me, look, he's making money on this thing. It might be a couple bucks here and there, but he's making money. And man, at some point, there is a rush to this stuff. Like just a stampede over here to Rodeo. Because I think that art meta is coming, this is, as I say out loud to tell myself to do it. You probably want to get in Rodeo Club and at least get your feet wet. Start poking around, learn the platform, learn the artists, find their accounts, get ready. Because I think an art season is loading here. Here you go. Here's an X copy, your number one sale in the past 24 hours, Data Lords. We saw one of these move maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It's a pricey NFT, $206,000. I think it's an edition as well. Maybe an edition of 20, of 10. I can't quite remember. I'm sure Thursday we'll talk about this with Jared. Dude, you know what's funny, dude? That shit happens. It's funny what your brain just does without, like, just kind of on autopilot. I didn't even make that connection in my head. It's just the word that came. It's like your brain loads it up in your RAM, right? It's like easy access, and it just fucking makes those connections. Our brains are cool. Okay, hey, quick question for you guys. I need to gauge something from you guys. Okay, you know we got on 8nap, we have the Red Rum. We got the Red Rum mint coming up. I don't know why I'm saying we. Fucking Jared, 8nap Art, has Red Rum's next drop coming, right? I think, I'm assuming that's a preview from the collection, as is this. Red Rum's drop is coming to 8nap Art, end of this month. We're getting whitelists. Okay, if drop in the chat, who wants a whitelist? This helps me gauge how many whitelists we're going to ask for. We're getting whitelists, but I don't know how many. I'm thinking like 10. We don't have the hugest audience, but I do think we've got an engaged, active audience, people who collect art. I will tell you this. In basically an art bear market, Data Velvet, who's fucking, god damn it, Delta Sauce, not Data Velvet. Delta Sauce had his mint on 8nap Art. This is probably back in, November, October? It was not art season. His collection sold out. These pieces held their value. They were always at or above mint price. And I minted one and I flipped it for like an extra few $100, right? So, Lemon, we don't have the price yet for the mint. I don't have the price yet. But I can tell you this, Red Rum has collectors. I try to collect Red Rum when I can. So I'm definitely going to mint it. And I do think the art season's loading. I think this is a good play, whether you're collecting or you just want to play the market. I think it's a good mint. So 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'll let you guys fill up the comments. Keep going if you want one. Just, again, gives me a good gauge of how many we need. I think 10 will work. Okay, I think it's going to be in between that lemon. I have a feeling the mint's going to be like 0.1 to 0.2. Yeah, it's 0.1 to point. It's not 5,000. 0.1 was Delta Sauce's mint, which then was what, $250, $300. This will probably be a bit more than that. I'm just assuming. And he has collectors. He has a market. Data available days. He's fucking. Good Lord, why am I doing that? Red Rum does. I'm mixing up all these AI artists. I'm gonna say 10. And if we don't get them all out here, I've got other communities that can use them. But I think 10. Anyway, good to hear the feedback. 10's probably the number. Art meta. Just keep that in your head. Art meta. There's a point where we have to do the 5K mints. There's a point we're going to get there. Like the next Winds of Yawanawa comes, we mint for 5K. It's going to happen. But I think it will be EV plus almost no matter what it mints at. Art meta. Man, that's a beautiful piece. I love it. Art meta. There it is. Art meta. I'm telling you, boys. Fine art meta, in fact. Look at that. Crypto dick butt selling for $52,000. Mwah. Just beautiful. Nah, man, we're entering really fun times. We really are. And crypto dick butts are fine art. I'm sorry. I've got, refined, sophisticated palette here for art. No, okay. Xcopy is what we need to be watching. We keep our eyes on Xcopy. He is the signal. He is the indicator. And grifters are moving. Grifters are really starting to move here, guys. Keep your eye on the Xcopy sales bot. Watch for those sales rolling in. You got to watch for it, man. Ahead of the NFT season, ahead of the big runs, we see CryptoPunk sales flying. We see Xcopy sales flying. In fact, hang on a second. Was there really just one punk sale in the past 24 hours? Can that be right? It might be right. It's funny how this stuff swings. Keep your eyes on CryptoPunks because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, someone, in fact, here's what I think happens usually. Someone brand new to NFTs and crypto gets in and he asks his buddy, a rich guy, by the way. Picture in your head a really, really rich dude, a Saudi prince or some fucking thing, right? And he asks his friends, he's like, hey, I bought a Bitcoin and I need to have the Ethereum and the salami. He's like, and I heard of NFTs, what do I buy? And he, again, picture billionaire. What do I buy? And his buddy's like, dude, you got to get a CryptoPunk. You have to get a CryptoPunk. And he doesn't buy a CryptoPunk. He buys 20 CryptoPunks. That happens, and it happens a lot. And I think that's going to happen again really, really soon. I think it's going to happen really, really soon. That is a weak-ass sale, though. I'm just looking here. I'm just looking. It does make me want to double-check if tracking is, actually live. I would have thought more. But then again, we're just going to enter it was slow. It was slow the past weekend. Floor price in the mid-30. Yeah, dude, at some point very, very soon, I might... Look, if this were a polymarket bet, are CryptoPunk sales going to rock this week? I would bet yes, all day long. I think this week we're going to see a big old run on punks. Again, keep your eye on the Xcopy sales bot. Watch this thing for an uptick in volume. That's your signal that NFTs are about to run. Keep your eyes on that. And hey, if you don't need more evidence that it is art season... We saw a grail of grails of grails sell this weekend. Lost Robbies. We've talked about them here before. They're one of the most important NFTs in the space, period. If you don't know about them, you absolutely should. This is an interesting sale, too. A Lost Robbie was sold from the Pixel Vault Founders DAO to Raoul Pal. Pretty freaking interesting. I like it. It's a great piece. Look, it's an iconic piece all on its own. In fact, I don't know what the sale price is. All on its own, this is an iconic, historic, all those buzzwords that I make fun of. It is all of those things, and it deserves all those titles. TLDR, Lost Robbie, comes from Robbie Barrett. I think that's the name. Okay, these were given away for free at a Christie's Super Rare event in 2018. Pretty sure it was 2018. They were free. You attend the event, you got a little gift baggie. In the baggie was a drive. and it had a claim on it, a claim to claim one of these Lost Robbie NFTs. It's called the Lost Robbies right now. They were called like Generative Nude Portrait. They're Lost Robbies because they're lost. Most of them are lost. This is before NFTs happened, were like a thing, before NFT art really mattered. And so people got them and they didn't care. They were worth nothing back then. They didn't care. It was free. Like as we do when something's free, the art looks like shit. And it doesn't matter because it's free, so I don't care. I'm going to throw the thing away. And all of a sudden, they matter a whole hell of a lot. These things sell in the hundreds of thousands of dollars now. They will sell for much more. These are, look, down the road in the future, a decade out, and especially a few decades out, these will be millions of dollars. Millions of dollars per. Absolutely. Bet on that. And this piece in particular, interesting. It was owned by Pixel Vault Founders DAO, the team behind the Punks comic, and it was the cornerstone of that ecosystem. It was, right? It was featured in their Punks comic. In fact, it was the original story. They were tracking down Lost Robbies. So the DAO owned that piece. The DAO no longer owns that piece, which is a bummer. I'm in that DAO. I probably, if I knew there was a vote, I would have voted no. I would have voted no. I want exposure to it. I thought I had exposure to it. You know, I don't think you sell that piece. I'm sorry, Pixel Vault raised plenty of money. Whatever needs to be funded, let those fuckers fund it. Yeah, historic piece. If you need a reminder, if you need evidence that art is about to cook, we just saw it, especially here. All right, more evidence, guys. Now, this is a big signal. This is a big signal. I don't know if you guys heard the show yesterday. I started losing my voice like halfway in. Big signals when celebs start changing their PFP. And I think it's starting to happen. Now, Pudgy's different. Pudgy's like a flex at a different level. But here you go. I don't know who Young Gravy is, by the way. Now I feel like a boomer. I don't know who the fuck Young Gravy is. Do you guys know who Young Gravy is? I had no clue. But Young Gravy rocking a Pudgy PFP now. Watch for this. Watch for celebs and artists and whatever to start rocking PFPs. Then, guys, game the fuck on. You're such a smart ass, dude. Unbelievable. And actually, you might actually be telling the truth here. I have no idea. Yo, did we hit 100K? Or are you talking something else? Oh, damn. Yeah, I think we hit 100K. Damn. Dude, incredible. Keep your eyes on this, guys, and I'm going to tell you what you really need to keep your eyes on. So again, celebrities changing to NFT PFPs. Look, people laughed at this. People said PFPs are dead. People said NFTs are dead. I bet people thought we'd never, ever see celebs changing to PFPs again. They are. And they're going to in a big way. And I bet you we're going to see the same type of shit on late night shows with celebs coming on and talking NFTs. I bet you we're going to see that again. I bet you. Oh, and by the way, what you really need to be watching for is big influencers here in crypto, but even outside. Watch for those same celebs to rock a Bitcoin ordinal PFP. Game the fuck on then. And we're going to see quantum cats. You know what? And we don't need them. We have AI agents, some of the biggest agents in the world, rocking quantum cats now. And there's only 3,300 of those bad boys to go around. But we will see celebs rocking ordinals that will get people stampeding over to Bitcoin. It will. It's going to happen. Cosmo now tweeting about quantum cats. Come on, man. How obvious was it, first off, that that was going to happen? That the biggest names in the space, some of the wealthiest guys in the space, would be tweeting about ordinals. Obvious. It's why we got in ordinals years ago. It's why we did it. It's obvious. There is no bigger flex than an expensive Bitcoin collectible. I'm sorry, man. An ETH NFT versus a Bitcoin ordinal, there's no comparison. There's no bigger flex than Bitcoin. Bitcoin it's gonna be $1 million asset. And then all of a sudden you get to flex the biggest flex in the game here. an expensive rare PFP on Bitcoin? Who the fuck is going to be able to get their hands on that? Very few people. If you get why CryptoPunks matter, if you think CryptoPunks deserve their price, and now that they're out of reach, you really get why that matters. And you really get what a flex it is. Man, I'm sorry. There will be almost no bigger flex than a Quantum Cat, than some of these other top-tier Bitcoin ordinal collections. And by the way, when I talk about those big four collections, Quantum Cats, Node Monks, OMB, Bitcoin Puppets, there's 30,000 of them to go around, less than 30,000 of them to go around. Between all four collections, guys, it's like nothing. Man, oh man. God, it's so exciting. Okay, cool little, look, throwaway fact, whatever. I thought it was cool. And Trevor's right. So maybe a silly minor point I think is really interesting still. Ordinals are inscribed on a SAT, right? Whatever it is, it's the JPEG or text or whatever it is you want preserved on Bitcoin, they're attached to one single SAT. What is it, 1 billion sats in one Bitcoin? Something like that, right? When Bitcoin hits $1 million, and it's gonna, each sat is worth, what, $1? Hang on, no, he gives us the breakdown. 500 sats is $5. This is a stupid point now that I'm looking at it. Can we pretend I didn't talk about this? There we go. All right, let's talk some dog. Bitcoin, what are we up to now on Bitcoin, guys? Man, I'm telling you, it is the start of the run. It is the start of the main, the main quest. We're in main quest time now. That's it, Cosmos. The Bitcoin ecosystem is going to dominate. And man, everybody who faded that Ordinals ecosystem and Runes is going to be kicking themselves that for years they sat here like, I don't get it. I don't know why it would matter. It's too hard. No offense, Biggie Poppins. What the fuck were you thinking, brother? I love you, man, but what? Rare collectible on the most expensive, most important crypto asset in the world, a historic asset? I'm sorry, man. About dog, somehow, some way, Binance's hot wallet got airdropped 15,000 dog. I'm going to guess that's around, it's not that much. It's actually not that much at all. Can we pretend I didn't bring this up too? Either way. Binance address, Binance hot wallet got some dog. And they transferred it. Look, a lot of people still thinking, it's a lot of hopium that Binance setting the stage here to list dog spot trading. Someone's going to do it. It's a matter of time till dog especially gets that spot listing on a T1 exchange. It's just a matter of time. Maybe the start. Maybe. Let's pretend. Let's just pretend. You better believe it's going to happen. All right, so we see the PFPs changing. We see the art moving. And man, what we got to look for next is NFT project building. The next phase. The next phase for some of these major collections. I don't know about this here. I don't know if this is Node Monks teasing that they got something coming. I don't know. But it wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me if somebody like Node Monks has a big announcement coming. We know Quantum Cats are sitting on a whole bunch. We know Quantum Cats are sitting on all their trait reveals. We know Quantum Cats are sitting on Gold Cape reveals, and we know Quantum Cats are sitting on Taproot Wizards launching. What are the Node Monks sitting on? Could be something. Could be. I mean, this kind of pains me to see. Not exactly. I'll clarify that. But Yuga Labs is quietly building, man. I like them. They're quietly building, and they actually are building some really interesting tech. You get a guy like OX Quit there on the team. What is he? President, VP of blockchain, whatever. You better believe they're going to build some cool shit. Why that pains me is, for me, CyberKongs were the builders. The CyberKongs were always those guys innovating. And I don't see that much from them anymore, which is a bummer. They got the devs. Regardless, though, Yuga's building. They are. And now building something. It's actually coming this month. Actually, is that live? This is from December, but it's called Shadow. Really, really cool. TLDR, your NFTs that live on Ethereum now also live on ApeChain, and also you can do this on NEL too. It's a really cool, actually I look at this as a security measure. Shadow delegation. Keep your assets safe. Keep it in a wallet that you don't transact on, but it's got a shadow copy in a wallet that you delegate. That's really cool. That's really freaking cool. Boom. Thank you, Lemon. Oh, dude, Jeremy, dude, never take a break, dude. Nah, man, never take a break. No. Especially, like, look, the times where it's the slowest and it feels the worst is always, without fail, the time you look back at it and be like, man, why didn't I? Right? We all have done it. We all have done it many, many times. Why didn't I buy that thing? Why didn't I go do this thing? It was free. Going back to those lost robbies, going back to crypto, going back to some of these major ass Pudgy penguins. Man, why didn't I? I saw it. I heard of it. I didn't think anything about it. I told myself I'd come back to it. Told myself I'd keep an eye on it. How many times do we do that? Over and over, we learn that lesson, man. And still, especially on Bitcoin, I think that same scenario is going to play out in runes. Why didn't I, man? Gizmo was 12 million market cap. What? Gizmo's a $250 million market cap, and we could have bought it 12 mil. Dog had fallen to 500 mil, and it's 5 bill now, right? It's going to happen out there. And I hope it doesn't happen to us. It will, to the degree it will, but for most other people, it will. Quantum Cats, that story is playing out. Those top 4 collections, it's playing out, and it did earlier this year. It pulled back, and people still didn't pull that trigger. People still faded it. There's going to be a lot of that goes around, especially centered around that Bitcoin ecosystem. Oh, man, is it going to be stupid. Oh, man, it's going to be salty. Anyway, cool tech. I really like Yuga Labs. I really like Quit. Build cool shit. I hope people appreciate that stuff. I love it. I love it. Yuga, I hope, is ramping up, by the way. I hope. I don't know, but I hope they are. Fuck, dude, we didn't even get to AI yet? Man. We might have to go long, but man, what am I doing? Yuga going to get a little votey. Yeah, Yuga's going to start voting in the ApeCoin DAO stuff. I don't know if they've sat on the sidelines or what. I don't know. I'm not that plugged into their ecosystem. We'll get some Yuga guys back on the show, by the way. We'll get Mo from Animoca on the show. We'll get, was it Jared that was on a couple weeks back? That was cool as fuck. But Yuga's about to start voting in these DAO votes, DAO meetings. Yuga's, I think, about to cook. Don't forget, they had that top trader platform. And remember their new, I guess, game plan, their new thesis. Yuga Labs is going to launch something, they said every like 6 to 8 weeks, right? Move fast, ship things that delight. If it doesn't work, move on. That's their new game plan. Well, it's been a couple months, I think, since Top Trader launched. It was launched during Ape Fest, so back in November, I think. Was that October, November? Either way, it was launched a few months ago. They haven't shipped anything since. I think we are very close to a major Yuga launch, a major announcement. So keep your eyes on that. And Yuga getting active here. Love it. All right, now it's AI time. Hang on, let me peek at Naval. Don't you do this to me, man. Don't you steer me back. Good Lord, Naval is up. Wow, hang on. Sorry, boys. Oh, look at that. 4.2 mil. Oh, is this my boys buying in here? It's good shit. Yeah, call out anytime that's cooking. All right, AI. The AI thing is special. It is. It is. By the way, when you think back to that heat map, I'll pull it up again. When you look back at that heat map, how people are paying attention to AI, 70% mind share. Do you think that's going to change? And I'm genuinely asking, do you think that's going to change when, for the past like 2-3 years, whatever, you guys have been told and people outside of crypto have been told, hey, AI is going to take your job. Like, right? It's a very obvious thing. AI is going to replace jobs. Do you think people are going to pay attention to the thing that's coming for their job? It's kind of that simple. I don't think AI leaves the spotlight, period. But, oh, yeah, nice little, like, byproduct. You can make money on the same thing that's going to replace your job. It is part of the UBI conversation. Keep that in mind. This mind share isn't really going to go away. Yes, it'll dip. Absolutely. It's probably going to fall back to a very reasonable number, but you'd be mistaken if you think AI is not going to remain a very watched thing because it's replacing your job. It's just that being in your head. It's taking my job. I'm watching it. I'm curious. Is it really going to take my job? Interesting shit going on. Sam Altman, founder, CEO, whatever of OpenAI, wrote a blog post. Just thoughts, vision. It's a decent read. Big takeaway there, though. In his new blog post, he says, we're now confident we know how to build AGI as we've traditionally understood it. We believe that in 2025, we may see the first AI agents join the workforce, take your jobs, and materially change the output of companies. There is no doubt it's replacing jobs. No doubt. One AI agent can replace probably dozens of people, maybe hundreds of people. Now that we got swarms, look out. One AI agent can do a hell of a lot, and it will replace jobs. It will. These things are very competent. As Tickle says, they're not that smart yet, right? They're like a first grader or something like that. You can tell it what to do, and it will execute what you tell it to do. But, man, when they have AGI, when they reach that level, man, whole different game. They are going to replace jobs. People will be paying attention. Sam Altman saying that they know how to build AGI, and it's coming this year. Faster, higher, bigger, all of that. All of that. Oh, man, is it coming in a big, big way. Butoshi, I really like this guy. I really like him. He's quite a character. He's built out Cypher Genesis, the Bitcoin booze over on Bitcoin. Those are going to cook. Bitcoin booze are a really interesting play, by the way, because they're Butoshis. It's an early Bitcoin AI project. Cypher Genesis completely separate, but like his stuff is going to cook. He will become main character level. He's cool. He's a cool character. I don't agree with him here, by the way. This cycle's the last cycle. There's no more cycles after this. Bad take. No. Bull and bear markets, as you know them, are over. Nope. There will be periods where those are lessened, less extreme, right? We don't have the pullbacks like we used to have. They don't go as high, but we will have periods where they are, right? I always make the comparison. All these AI agents come into the market and trading, and they are doing that, right? You see examples of them. You see like Scout. You see like what Naval is going to do. You see Polytrader, and you see other agents that actually actively trade. There's going to be millions of those. And I look at it very much like the Blur NFT marketplace. All this extra artificial volume keeps us very liquid, and it keeps prices more stable. It does. Blur absolutely had that effect on the NFT market. In fact, in the bear market, we would have hit a much lower low if not for Blur. And so I think exactly that happens in the crypto markets. The low isn't as low, the high isn't as high, except in other periods of times of volatility, it will be. The human versus AI trading game will certainly bring volatility. AI agents trading against other AI agents will bring that too. There's going to be plays nonstop. What I do think is correct is I don't think we get hit dead periods anymore. I think we are in a new phase, I don't know, but where it is always active. So I don't agree. I don't think there's no more cycles. I don't think this is your last opportunity. I think this is the start of the forever opportunity. That's what I think's coming here. And man, is it a good time to be in it ahead of the rest. And still, you know what? The last line couldn't agree more. Give it your all right now, because this is your best opportunity. Going back to boom. No, boom. Okay. Boom. Fucking. Where's the Zeneca tweet? Okay, just picture the Zeneca tweet in your head. He said it's easy mode. That's why. It's easy mode right now. Everything's up. Give it your everything now in easy mode, man. It will not always be so easy. Boy, but it's cool seeing people wake up. I'll say that. I love seeing it. I love seeing people wake up to what's happening here in AI. Thread guys, he's insightful. He's perceptive. That's what he is. He's perceptive. AI is the front end to interact with the blockchain. Yes, it's so complicated. It's so complicated. We actually have a small pool of builders here in the space. And so we're relying on them to build out this whole thing that we dreamed up a few years back. Man, that's going to take a while for waiting on them. But sorry, now we don't need to wait for them. We can ask our AI to do this stuff. These AIs that'll write code for us, they'll write code for themselves. They'll upgrade themselves. Man, AI is the interface. It is. It's the interface for everything. Yes, applications, websites. Yes, but blockchain here. Yeah. So he got it. It clicked for him. Man, when he gets it, his audience starts to get it. When OSF gets it, his audience starts to get it. When Elios Trades gets it, man, his audience. When Raoul Pal finally and inevitably gets it, man, his audience will get it too. This stuff, dude. This stuff, this is where we're at now. This oh shit moment. We're heading there. It's just starting now. It's early enough in the oh shit moment, but make no mistake, we're in the oh shit moment now. We're in there. This is everybody being like, oh my God. Oh my God, it really is going to do that. It really is an upgrade to all these applications and websites. It really is. And it really fucking is, guys. Becker nailing this. Becker nailing this. I don't know if I agree with the take here too. I have to read it through. Again, saying that we have a more limited window to make money. It's years. We have years. And also, again, it's a new forever thing. But if you want to make stupid, fuck you, life-changing money, yeah, right now is the time. And man, you legitimately, this is not just saying it to get people excited and to dangle a carrot and what. It's not that. You have the opportunity right now, like you did 21-22, to make fuck you money, to change your life. And I guarantee one of you here watching is probably going to do it. Guarantee probably. Whatever. One of you is going to do it. Someone in this community is going to do it. It always happens. Somebody stumbles their way into it, finds something early, has stupid conviction that makes no sense, but they're right. Or they're lucky. It's going to happen. So Thread Guy feeling that right now. Alex Becker saying, no, you're right. If you don't make it by 2030, good luck. They're right here. 2030 is that time frame that Raoul Pal says. In 5 years, the economy won't resemble what it looks like today. It's not going to look like this. There's going to be so much money, but that money is going to be worthless. Hey, it's why I'm kind of okay to be parked in these artifacts on chain, these digital assets. There's not infinite of those. They're rare. They're scarce. They're going to be worth a lot of that plentiful money. A lot. Thread Guy asking, do you think we really just have 5 years? And Becker's like, he's like, my main source of wealth is software. Like, I build software, and I'm not going to be doing that soon because AI is going to just build the software on its own. AI is going to replace the software. You tell the AI what you want it to do, it just is going to do it. Dude, it changes everything. Money's going to be allocated to fewer and fewer. Yeah. Yes. In a way, this is where I maybe disagree. Money allocated to fewer and fewer, I think there's just going to be more and more and more money devaluing it. It's going to get interesting. Maybe this is why it's just a blanket comment. It's just going to look very different here in 5 years. And that is the time frame, guys. It's 5 years. Remember the 2030, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy? Make no mistake, there's time frames and there's plans at a much bigger level to reshape things. And that whole you'll own nothing and you'll be happy very much is a plan somewhere. And maybe that plan changes a little bit, but again, make no mistake, there is a much bigger plan in motion here. For them to say that, they need to know that in 2030, when we hit 2030, it's going to be a very different world, and I think we're on pace for that. That's right what we're running into. So Becker's saying, fewer giant companies with superior AI that do everything, and they make it hard for anyone to break into any small mid-tier business will just die. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense to me. And that doesn't mean at the smaller scale you still can't make your money. I think you always will be able to. Again, smaller opportunities, way more of them. That's how I picture it going. A lot of money to go around, though. A lot of money. Here it is. Saigar explaining it again. These agents, they're not wrappers. It's not just a cosmetic thing. It is redesigned products and redesigned platforms with greater capabilities than they had before. It's such a big deal, guys. The back end, I think we talked about this Friday too. It might have been Saturday, but we talked about this. Microsoft is spending $80 billion on infrastructure, on AI-enabled data centers just for this year, guys. Just for this year. This is it. This is the big bet. This is where all the money's going. That's the back end stuff. The front ends are going to be, man, that's going to be the money-making machine. And then we start thinking about what's the product. And it's the things we're buying right now. It's these AI agents, and truthfully, a lot of them don't do shit. And that's why I agree with Saigar here. The best crypto AI projects for this cycle, there's a good chance they don't even exist yet. Some of them might. AI XPT is a maybe. Cookies a maybe. Waifu maybe. Virtuals maybe. AI16Z maybe. All of them, as good as they are, just because they're good and they're top dog now, doesn't mean we haven't seen the real top dog. And something tells me the real top dog is still coming. The specific thing that comes out, like, right, Go came out and there was like an, oh, fuck. Like, there was that moment. And AI16Z had an oh, fuck moment. But I think something's going to come out that rocks us. And you're like, oh, fuck. Oh, my God. Right? You know what I mean? Like, something's going to come out and do that. I won't be shocked if that plays out. The absolute biggest, best, groundbreaking thing, it's not even there yet. And I still have my prediction that one of these AI tokens is going to enter the top 10 cryptos, period. If Pengu can enter the top 50, a game-changing, world-changing, genre-changing, whatever you want to say, AI project comes out with crypto, top 10 crypto. Here's some examples, like just small little examples of what you're doing with AI now. An AI agent that goes and finds you jobs. It's like on autopilot. It's like writing a macro or a script that just does it for you. In this case, you just tell the AI agent. Maybe it helped build you out code to execute this, but maybe it's just as simple as it already had some code base that lets it do this. You just tell it what you want. I saw an agent this weekend. Was it Anon? Trying to remember the name of it. An agent where you say, hey, take 0.05 ETH and move it here, then go to this blockchain, like, so bridge it. It was basically take this much money, put it here, go buy this, swap it for this, and then go here and buy that. Agent did it all. That's crazy. That's happening. That's happening right now. Working on my thumbnails. You might notice my thumbnails are a little different. I don't want to say they're better, although I think a little better. Here, I'll pull it up. I think a little better. I just started on Sunday using, and I should have been doing this forever, I started using ChatGPT to help me with my thumbnails, and my God, every time I use the AI, every time I use ChatGPT to help, like, enhance what I'm doing, I'm always reminded at how fucking good it's getting, how, like, useful it is. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I start feeding it my thumbnails, and I'm like, hey, what do you think? Like, what can I do better? And it tells me what about it works and why it works, and then it tells me what I should do different, right? And so I keep making little edits, and I send it back. Eventually, I'll understand this enough, or I'll have learned what it likes and why, where I won't need to use it. I'll just know what makes a good thumbnail and how to do it. What's the positioning? But I keep sending it different iterations, more and more iterations. It keeps giving me more feedback. And I keep adding things and sending it back and tweaking. And then what was cool was finally I'm like, dude, I'm lost. Like, there's a point here where I'm like, where is it? Yeah, here it is. I'm totally lost. Here's where I'm at now. It feels like a mess. Can you tell me where specifically each element should go? Like, I started not understanding where it wanted me to put stuff. And then finally, it asked if I wanted a visual guide. I'm like, what? Wait, hang on. What? By the way, it identifies every piece of the thumbnail. It's like, hey, the AI, the robot head, the computer chip, the text, it knows what the individual components are. And then it spit me out a graphic. I'm going to pull it up on screen. It spit me out a graphic showing me where each thing actually should go, which is crazy to me. Let me share this. This was crazy. I wasn't expecting this. Hang on. It spit this out. Let's go bigger. It spit this out. It says me, so your figure, text, AI chip, and the robot head. It told me where everything needs to go. And even those white lines, I didn't define any of these things for it. It told me those white lines. If you look in the thumbnail, this is from like Sunday. It's these white lines I have in the background. It told me where to put each component. Crazy. And I think about how it's processing this and how it's like trying to help me. And I'm like, it's going to do that with everything. Everything. Your finances it'll be able to help with. Everything. I'm blown the fuck away by this thing. It's incredible. And it was useful for this, like, game-changing for me making content. And now I start applying that to everything I do. My newsletter, tweeting. I'm going to have it help me with tweets too. I need to step that up. Trading, everything I do, AI will be able to help me do that. So you see products like this, we're just seeing this infancy of this tech. It is very early. They will grow exponentially. It's why AGI matters so much. And here's one somebody made. It's a health agent. Tracks his fitness, motivates him. I started like with diet stuff, telling my AI what I'm eating. It's got you can turn on your camera and I show it my plate. It breaks down what I'm eating and the portions and the calories. I don't have to enter anything. I just show it to her. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Now, Black Swan event, or at least something you need to be worried about. I think AI and these agents and the value of their tokens, it's attention. Attention drives it all. What if your agent account gets banned on X and there's no second chance? What happens to that token? What happens if there's a mass banning to all these agents? Well, it's what if. It's something to consider. Somebody needs to get on the decentralized social media platform now. And they do exist out there, but one of these needs to take over now. Because if that starts happening, we're wrecked, guys. We're wrecked. We're wrecked. So here you see it too. The Cerebro music account got banned on SoundCloud. It's really fucking interesting. It is something to be cautious about, right? It is something to be aware of. Just because this stuff is awesome and it is world changing and whatever, doesn't mean we will not hit a significant bump. A Black Swan event, this is kind of ripe for that. Okay, so be aware. All right, let me speed through the rest here, guys. Be on the lookout for meme coins. Be on the lookout for good, pure memes to come back. And I do think that we're about to see that happen. There's a new Baby Shark meme coin with the official brand who's been in NFTs before. I remember writing about them in my newsletter last cycle. Baby Shark NFTs. Now even official Baby Shark meme coin. That's pretty cool. Keep your eye out for meme coins, like good, pure meme coins to bounce back. Brand new cutesy animal I'm going to keep my eyes on today. It's a new hippo named Poppy. If this runs to 100 mil, I think we're back on. Like the meme coins are back on. So here's Poppy, not financial advice. I'm not buying it. This is now that time where I need to see something actually do it before I get back in. But looking okay, hit 10 mil. I'm watching. I'm definitely watching. Hang on. Mike, it never happened what? I don't like the Cerebro music. I mean, it's fine. I like Suno, obviously. I use Suno. But an AI agent using Suno and saying it made music, it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe it's cool. This is a conversation. We'll have it later this week, but it's a great question. And I think we need to be watching for that right now, right fucking now. If AI agents are the NFT of this cycle, which is the CryptoPunks, and which is Bored Apes, has it launched yet? These are all really great questions. Spoiler, and this is for a discussion. This is a discussion for like tomorrow or Wednesday. And we need to have the conversation. What is... No, you're right, Mike. What I mean is just Twitter, Twitter just bans it because it bans bots. Not bans it as in you're not allowed, right? But as in like the Bull. The Bull account got suspended briefly because it made a comment that you can't make. So I'm like, what if AIXBT gets suspended, but worse, like it did say something, it gets banned like a person, and X's rules are if you're banned, you can't make another account even to get on. If you do, you're still breaking the rules. So it's more like, what if these accounts get a permanent ban and it's multiple of them at once? What if it's an agent that has a swarm? Or what if it's an agent that gets a whole bunch of others to say the same thing and there's like a real deal banning? That's my concern. Banned at like a fundamental level, like AI agents not allowed. I don't think that happens at all. But I am worried that some of these get banned, just legitimately banned. Anyway, the CryptoPunk of this cycle, I think it's GOAT. I think it's GOAT. What does it all boil down to? What was the first? What was the inspiration? CryptoPunks weren't the first, by the way, remember? CryptoPunks were pretty late in NFTs. In a way, they were early, but they were not first. But it was the inspiration. 10K PFP, those traits, whatever. I have trouble seeing anything other than GOAT that is the first. That when all is said and done, people aren't like, well, that was the one. It started there. And other agents know that too. Other agents will point right back at GOAT and say, yeah, that guy was first. I think GOAT is the one, guys. This is a conversation for this week. Yeah. Yeah, see, when Twitter does that, it's just a problem. And I think it happens. But I'm with you too. It's never going to be at a like kind of bait. Like it's not going to be in the rules. AI agents not allowed. No, it's Elon's not dumb. They're necessary unless Elon goes villain mode and he's like Gronk. Gronk is the only agent that can live on X. If that happens, then different story. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I think GOAT is the CryptoPunk of this AI sector. We'll make a case for it later this week. We'll have a good conversation. We'll line up, a couple other competitors. And I do think it's possible that the Bored Ape of the cycle is not born yet. It's going to get spicy. We got a lot of fun shit ahead of us, man. Final check-in with Bitcoin. Broke 100K. There we go. 101,000. This is it, guys. This is it. This is our main quest. We're on it now. We just started out. We geared up. We geared up for the main quest. We got our sword and shield, and we got some weak armor. We need to get some upgrades around, but we're ready. We're ready. Quest on. Man, it's going to be fucking awesome. Hey, I'm excited. Afternoon show is back today. I can't freaking wait. Henry's back. Joe is back. The boys are back. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time right here. SlamX official on YouTube. And again, Crypto Slam IO over on X. God, I'm excited today, man. God, I'm excited. All right, guys. I hope you have an excellent day. I do. Stay plugged in. Jeremy, do not disconnect. Do not leave. I mean, you can leave the show, but do not stop looking and trading and being active. And if you can't trade, if you're not in a position to trade, your attention is worth something. Your attention will pay off. Stay plugged in. Stay attentive to what's going on out there, because the opportunities are certainly going to come. So there we go. Lemon, lower, high, not high or low. Lower, high, high. Just everything higher. Let's just do that. Everything higher. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.